the film is not about the Mumbai attacks. There's Mammootty Sir fans, there's Mohanlal fans. Then I'm a fan of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan.
You don't follow the normal path for the maybe all the superstars.
Maybe it's the Malayalam film influencer. They said you need to come to the headquarters. I got a bit scared. We're like in the theatre and they're taking me to the headquarters at 11 at night. Kshanam, Gudachari, Evaru. Whatever you liked about those films, Major is 10 times that. I recently loved Bhishma Parvam and actually loved Mammootty Sir's Hindi in the film.
How do you think Major will stand out from all those movies which has made about soldiers in like throughout the years in our country?
And it's also the same reason I love a Kumbalangi Nights.
Okay.
I wish Shane Nigam's role, I wish someone would offer me that, a film like that in Telugu. These days I'm not as an audience able to enjoy so many Bollywood movies. So Revati Garu is so sweet, so nice. She'll come sit, she's so tiny and she'll just be talking. And you think, oh, okay, nice, we'll act. But then when the camera twists on the eyes, when you're in the theatre, when you're watching the big screen, your head is up like this, looking at the big screen. When you're watching it on OTT, your head is down, looking at the screen. So I want to look up.
Hi. In Dool Talk today we have Adivi Shesh with us. Welcome. So your movie Major is coming. The thing is that the movie is based on Mumbai terror attacks. It's a thing that is very important and it's very much discussed in our country like for the past years. And there are a lot of movies made out of that incidents also. You are acting as Sandeep Unnikrishnan and you are also a writer of the movie. I just wanted to know what is that, there are so many layers to that incident. So what is that particular layer which hook you into that subject?
So first of all, Major, the film is not about the Mumbai attacks.
Okay.
It's about Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan.
Okay.
Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan fought in Kargil. He was in Kashmir. Grew up in Bangalore, from Kozhikode. He was a training officer in Haryana. He was a captain in Hyderabad cantonment.
Yeah.
And he fought in Mumbai, of course. So we show various chapters of his life. In that, 2611 of course is an important chapter. But Frank Anthony Public School also is an important chapter.
Okay.
So one might say that the first 35 minutes, you might think you're watching Bangalore Days.
Okay.
Because first 35 minutes you saw in the movie, you show Major Sandeep with his Amma and Acha, having paisam at home. You show him with his school crush.
Yeah, we saw that song.
Yeah,
okay.
like bunking class and going to movie, having ice cream. So these first 35 minutes you'll think that, and you might wonder, wait, this is a war film. Where is the great man? I think at the 35th minute the film changes like this. And the reason we wanted that first 35 minutes to be like that is because we believed that each of these small things contributes to Major Sandeep being a great man. When he took those decisions in Kargil, when he took the decisions inside the Taj, something as small as talking about the typewriter with his dad influences a big decision in the second half. Having paisam with his Amma influences a big decision in the second half. This is to say that great people, great men, great women are not born, they're not speaking great things, they're simple people. Major Sandeep is the boy next door. And the simple things in his life made him do great things.
So, when it comes to like Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan's life and you are deciding to make that movie, what was the first thing? You wanted to be the writer of that movie or you wanted to act, his life in that movie? Which was the first thing you wanted to do?
I'm known for my acting in Telugu cinema. So I'm an actor first, it's my first love.
Okay.
The writing came because I'm a fan of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan.
Okay.
There's Mammootty Sir fans, there's Mohanlal fans, then I'm a fan of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan. I am his fan club president. When I saw the attacks and I saw his photo come on TV, I was was like, who is this man? He looks like he could be my older cousin. My older cousin Pawan looks exactly like him. I look half like him. He's a little more fitter than me. I am a little more lighter than him, but very similar. And I was like, who is this man? You know, he saved hundreds of people. The hero of Mumbai. Like, who is he? Every year, after he won the Ashoka Chakra, every birth anniversary, one more new interview, one new photograph would come out. But still everyone said, Mumbai ka sahas, Mumbai mein, Mumbai. And I realized that everyone knows his last 36 hours. Even in your question,
yeah, it was there.
That.
Yeah.
But people don't realize the beautiful 31 years before that caused him to take the decisions in 36 hours. So that's what this film meant, you know, and that's how it happened.
In India, I mean, in different languages, there are a lot of movies about soldiers, how they gave up their life for the, you know, the safety of the people, and in different occasions, different wars or attacks, how they faced all that. How do you think, you know, Major will stand out from all those movies which has made about soldiers in like throughout the years in our country in different languages?
I'll answer it in two ways.
Okay.
One, it is the story of an incredible man. He's like sunshine. I spoke to the actual hostage that he saved. He's a Telugu man. And he said, I felt like I saw Surya Putra when he walked in. Now when we say in movies, we'll say, oh, it's a dialogue. But the man who actually went through that chaos said it. So I know what he meant. I know Major Sandeep's personality. His sunshine is bright. The second thing is, I think we're an extremely big film.
Okay.
This film was shot for 120, 125 days in 75 locations. We built 8 sets. We built the Taj. We built the Gateway of India. And also, a lot of people don't realize that Major Sandeep's childhood now is a period film, because 80s Kerala is not there today.
Yeah.
90s Bangalore is not there today. If I go to that place, I'll see a flyover and a hoarding. So we had to recreate everything. And it's a massive film. And I'm proud that the action sequences in Major are better than any masala Telugu film there.
Okay.
And they're better than that. And I'm also proud that there's these beautiful moments with his love, with his wife, his parents, that show how a family feels when somebody goes into the army. That's a side often not explored. You know who told me this? We did a screening for National Security Guard.
Okay.
2 nights ago. And I've been telling this in every interview. This army wife, she's crying, and she got up and she says, I'm so happy someone finally speaks about us.
Yes.
Because oftentimes when the hero is fighting, they just show the family like they're supportive. It's not that. They have so many of their own things. So I realized they are also heroes, how they have to deal with it. And it was such a quiet screening. I thought, do they like the film? Do they not? I wasn't sure.
Okay.
So they said, you need to come to the headquarters. I got a bit scared. We're like in the theatre and they're taking me to the headquarters at 11 at night. At 12, they gave my team and I this medal for the film.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's National Security Guard, Black Cat Commandos, the 24 Special Composite Group from Mumbai.
Oh, okay. Can I?
That is heavy.
Yes, it is. Oh, so this is for the, okay,
This is
keep
for
it safe.
you know, somebody who does the job that Major Sandeep did saw the film and gave us this.
So I think like that will be like, you know, you already got what you are expecting. Maybe like, you know, you make a movie and you expect something from the people, or those kind of things are there. No, was this one of your wishes?
Absolutely. I mean, I get a medal. It's incredible. It's better than an Oscar, because it is from the people who live that life. Not just that, we found the film so beautiful. It's, some call it crazy, but this is the first time in Indian film history, 10 days before a movie's release, in 10 cities, We did premieres, and you can book the tickets on Book My Show and go. 10 days before release. And people just showed up. I don't know if you saw that video in Pune.
I'm not so sure.
I'll show it. I guess you can't catch it on camera, but they'll at least know how you feel when you see it.
Okay.
That man,
Okay. He's a soldier. Yeah.
he is a para special forces.
Okay.
He and his wife, also a lieutenant colonel, they came to the movie on their own through Book My Show, and came, and he's talking about the hair on his hand standing up, and he had tears in his eyes, and he's saying, "You did it." That's when we realized that this film is no longer a film; it's an emotion.
So, apart from Major, when it comes to your career, you are always praised as one of the actors in Telugu who chooses his characters very carefully. You don't follow the normal path for the maybe all the superstars.
Maybe it's the Malayalam film influence on me.
Okay. So like Goodachari or the Everu,
Yes.
and those movies like that, there is action, there is a lot of like thrilling moments. I mean, everything is there, but there is something different in the way this movie is going and all. So how selective are you when there might be a lot of scripts come to you? So what's the process of for you to select a movie or select a character?
This is my 5th film in 7 years.
Okay, that one also. You don't go and do like a lot of movies in on a spree or anything.
I think I'm at a stage where in life where I've got my fan base, I've got my supporters and people who love my films. But I want to do, when I do a film, it has to be beautiful. It's not about box office for me. It's about how many hearts can you touch with the film you're doing. And I'm really proud that we're trying to make a filmography that is just honest and isn't about calculation and isn't about commercial image. And at the same time, I'm really glad that all of my producers have made a lot of money. So
that's also important, no? Like
it is, or else
I mean, otherwise the industry can't, survive if there is no.
And guys like me won't have a job. So that's something I tweeted a couple of days ago. I said, Kshanam, Goodachari, Everu. Whatever you liked about those films, Major is 10 times that.
Okay. So when it, in the recent years, what we have seen is that, the South Indian film industry, whether it's in Telugu, there are movies like Bahubali, or in Kannada, there are movies like KGF, like the mass hits, they are hitting like all the screens in all over India. They are making good money. They are the biggest blockbusters. So it's not, when you say Indian cinema, it's no longer the Bollywood only. You have been not so many years, but in your years, like you have been a writer also, you have been an actor also. So how do you see that shift?
I personally think something happened in a lot of Hindi cinema where they started making movies that cater to very high-end audiences.
Okay.
Telugu cinema or any South Indian film for that matter, we cater to emotions.
Okay.
I love Hindi films. Badrinath Ki Dulhania is one of my favorites.
Okay.
I wanted to get into movies because of Amir Khan. But at the same time, these days I'm not as an audience able to enjoy so many Bollywood movies. And what is missing in them is what a RRR provides. I disagree that RRR is just a mass movie. It's not. It's got emotion.
Yeah.
It's got betrayal. It's got love. It's got heartbreak. It's got so many emotions. And it's also the same reason I love a Kumbalangi Nights.
Okay.
I wish Shane Nigam's role, I wish someone would offer me that, a film like that in Telugu. But they're not made there.
Okay.
I have an action image and all that. Or even Fahad's role for that matter in the film. To
Shammi.
play, to play such a dark role and also funny. Dark but funny role. It's beautiful stuff. I recently loved Bhishma Parvam, and I actually loved Mammootty sir's Hindi in the film.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Jao and you tried that.
Yeah. No, but it was like there's a style.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to watching Janaganman. I'm a big Prithviraj fan.
Okay.
He's released both my teaser and trailer
Yeah.
for Major. But he's just an awesome guy.
So, I mean, this might be a cliche question, but still, like, you seem to be like following Malayalam movies. When did it start? Like, when did you start watching Malayalam movies? Was it from a young age, or you know?
I think it's Mammootty sir. Like, I think that's what happened. I saw him in Dalapati, which is obviously a Tamil film, but then I started getting. I liked him so much in it. I just saw different movies, and as a kid, I would see all these movies. I would not know the names of any of them.
Okay.
But I would just be watching him, and I did that. And now Dulkar's a friend. You know, just it's a very. I think there is a little more honesty in the craft here than there are in many other industries. That's the truth.
What do you exactly mean by like honesty?
Honesty in the sense a bit more real.
Okay.
A bit more real. Even in a film like Lucifer, which is a very mass movie, the scene where Mohanlal sir is getting out of the car and the traffic stops and like everyone moves out of the way. Though it's a very mass scene, we will have a film like that with Chiranjeevi sir. The thing is that it still has a certain amount of groundedness.
Okay. There's like a chance of things might happen like that in real life.
Yeah, it's a little more real. Whereas otherwise it won't be.
You know, like there is always like about a lot of criticism is raised against Telugu movies, or that there is a lot of like you said mass masala movies and all.
I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's a fact. But it's always there are audience for it. But there's always a criticism about how can a hero go and punch like so many. So how do you see? But it's a cinematic reality also. It's for the.
I mean, I don't know what real means in that sense because the moment when two people are talking, the moment you put a background score, it's not real.
Yeah.
So for me, at the end of the day, the Telugu films make the most money in India today.
Yes.
Pushpa, whatever it may be. And I think the reason for it isn't mass fights, it's emotions. I think there is a very cool way that of Kumbalangi Nights tells that emotion, and there's a very cool way where Pushpa tells that emotion.
Yes.
Like in Pushpa, there's a scene where Bunny is sitting like this and he's doing this. And the guy asks him, hey, don't do that, Seth is coming. He says, I'm not putting my foot on him, I'm put it on my own leg, I'm sitting for myself. That emotion is felt by every poor man across India. Where he doesn't want to be forced to stand up for the rich man who walks into the room. That's why Telugu movies work.
That's like really interesting observation to it. Like I want to ask you, like in the movie Major, Revati is playing as Sandeep Unnikrishnan and
Sumadhi. Kerala State
Award.
I'm
that's
so
thing.
happy, so happy. I'm just so excited. What an honor, and I'm such a fan. Mahesh Babu sir believes she has the best performance in Major.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to ask, in Bhudagalam, have you watched the movie?
I haven't.
So
I've been busy with the
okay, yeah, she has done a brilliant job. When the movie was released, everyone was saying that, and there was after this, this award was announced. There was a certain thing that she's a middle-aged actor and she plays the major role and she bags an award. So how was it? How like when you work with her, you must be having combination scenes. So
many.
Yeah. Yes. So how was it like?
She's an acting powerhouse. So Revati Garu is so sweet, so nice. She'll come sit. She's so tiny and she'll just be talking, and you think, oh, okay, nice, we'll act. But then when the camera twists on the eyes, the kind of emotion she gives. Mahesh sir, after watching the film, was telling Mahesh Babu Garu, he was telling me that I loved Prakash Raj Garu's acting. I loved how his speech, the speech is there in the trailer also, how he spoke. But Revati Garu's reaction to that speech, one expression broke my heart. It was so beautiful. And I think me and Mahesh Babu sir both feel that Revati Garu is the best thing in the film.
Okay. So Major, you talked about Major a lot, and you like talked about Malayalam movies and all. I would like to know, like, what are your other projects? And coming
Well,
up?
I'm doing
What are your plans for Telugu cinema or your
Well,
favorite audience?
I'm doing the sequel to Gudachari.
Yeah.
So that's a huge, massive film. We're shooting it in Austria and many other places. I'm also doing the official all Indian remake of an Oscar film.
Okay.
That is being produced by a Hollywood studio and a Telugu studio together. So I'm doing these two films.
Like when the OTT comes, there is like a lot of things happen that audience are able to watch movies from different languages, but it during the COVID time it took a hit on theaters. So what do you think about the OTTs coming into movie
I think
industry?
it's great. I think that's the way I got to see driving license.
Okay.
But at the same time, for me, film is always about the big screen.
Okay.
Because when you're in the theater, when you're watching the big screen, your head is up like this, looking at the big screen. When you're watching it on OTT, your head is down, looking at the screen. So I want to look up.
Like Mahesh Babu is producing this movie. I'm curious to know like how he came into this one. What made him into?
My friend over there, Anurag, he's also one of the producers on the film.
Okay.
He's standing behind the camera.
Okay.
He asked me one day what my dream project is, and I said, I'm a fan of Major Sandeep Krishna, and I want to tell his life story because everyone only knows about how he fought, but no one knows about how he lived. So he said, well, Mahesh Babu sir wants to do something different, not just act. So we met. I didn't even tell the story. I simply said, this is my idea, just the way I told you, right? And Mahesh sir and Amrita Garu, his wife, and also a very good Hindi actress, she said, yeah, let's do it. So I think they trusted our passion and they trusted our intention. It was not, there was no script.
So that was the thing. Okay. So thank you so much for telling, spending this much time for us. And all the very best for your movie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.